Hello everyone, welcome back to Noah's Vinyl Archives. Today I'm going to be reviewing my first album here on this channel. This is Rock Me Tonight by Freddie Jackson from 1985. This is a wonderful mid-80s R&B album. Half of this album is ballads, and half of it is very kind of sophisticated, smooth mid-80s boogie. The opening track on this album, He'll Never Love You Like I Do, probably the most energetic song off this album. It's very contemporary, lots of drum machines, very funky guitar and wailing synthesizers, and just irresistible hooks, especially in the chorus. I mean, all these songs have great choruses and hooks, especially the next track, Love Is Just a Touch Away. I mean, kind of a great kind of snapping percussion on this track. That's the first ballad off this album, Love Is Just a Touch Away. That is followed by I Want to Say I Love You. Another kind of mid-tempo song. This one is a little less synthesizer oriented than He'll Never Love You, and it's a little more lush and string Latin. It's got kind of a disco-ish arrangement. It's a bit like Emotion from Starpoint's Restless album from '85. Following that, on track 4 is the Quiet Storm classic and massive hit single on this album. And when I say it was a massive hit, it was not only a hit on the R&B charts, but it was actually a sizable hit on the Hot 100 as well. This song managed to chart in the top 20 on the Hot 100, and that was You Are My Lady. Just classic song. I mean, it manages to be contemporary and soulful, and Freddie really sings the heck out of this song. But at the same time, with the background vocals and the chorus, it's also a little bit reminiscent of a lot of 60s and 70s soul. So really, this song takes elements of classic 60s, 70s soul and updates it for the mid-80s in a really classy and interesting way. But it's still a very contemporary ballad. It still sounds like a Quiet Storm ballad from 1985 as well. It has just the right amount of classic soul ingredients mixed into a very contemporary ballad. Side 2 opens with the song Rock Me Tonight, For Old Time's Sake, another massive hit off this album. And I just love the hooks and, the chord progression, the percussion. Everything about this track is great. And once again, Freddie really sings the heck out of this song too. I mean, this song just has hooks galore. It's a great song to just snap along to. I mean, when I think of just classic late night Quiet Storm from the 80s, it's songs like Rock Me Tonight, You Are My Lady, and Love Is Just a Touch Away that you just want to, just jam along with. Just bob your head to, Great stuff. Following that, on track 6 is the track Sing a Song of Love. Decent mid-tempo track, but my favorite track off this album, as far as the more up-tempo tracks, is the track Calling. I really love this song, and I love the bass line that Wayne Brathwaite, who plays on here, just gives the song. It's funky, but yet it's also very smooth and has this kind of smoky late night vibe at the same time, like you're driving through, the city or something like that. I don't know. Closing the album with track number 8 is the standard Good Morning Heartache. Done in sort of a Luther Vandross / Natalie Cole kind of fashion. It almost has a late 70s R&B vibe to it. Like, if you heard, some of Natalie Cole's albums from the 70s, where she would sometimes throw in a standard once in a while, and then bring a more R&B arrangement to it. This has a similar kind of feel to that. I mean, it's a decent version of this song. I don't think that a song like this would work at the beginning or the middle of the album because it would feel out of place. But at the very end, after you have like those two mid-tempo songs, and whatnot. It's a nice kind of cooling down towards the end of the album. It's a nice way to close the album, I think. But great way to close the album, and this is a really solid contemporary R&B and Quiet Storm record from the 80s. I give this 4.5 out of 5 stars. You might find this in a lot of dollar bins like I did. This record cost me 99 cents. Even if you were to buy it for $2 or $3, I still think it's worth it. As long as you have, a love for a lot of 80s Quiet Storm ballads and maybe some light mid-tempo boogie, this will definitely be up your alley, I think. So, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time with another album review.